Hello there. We've been expecting you. We see you finally arrived. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Why, hello there, neighbors, and welcome to our little broadcast. Do be a dear and click that subscribe button immediately. It's the best way to ensure that while you're watching the screen isn't watching you. I am Mrs. Worthington, your devoted Homeowners Association president and personal guide to the finer things in the afterlife. Oh, excuse me, I meant the good life. I'll be here to narrate your stay, ensuring your lawns are manicured and your your dreams, are sweet.
Miss Abernathy has resided in the subdivision for what feels like a few weeks, though the gentle, cyclical nature of the light makes it difficult to be certain. She has settled into a cottage on Primrose Lane, a structure of pale blue clapboard that seems to hum with the same quiet satisfaction as Miss Thorne's establishment. Recently, she has become aware of a peculiar physiological shift. It began as a sensation of lightness in her cheeks, a suspension of gravity's pull on her features. Now she realizes that the expression has set. Her smile is no longer a reaction to pleasant stimuli, but a permanent state of being, as if fixed by an immutable, as the ceramic grin of a garden gnome. She attempted just yesterday to furrow her brow in thought while reading a recipe for ambrosia salad, but the skin refused to crease. Her face simply would not accommodate the geometry of a frown. She has observed the same phenomenon in her neighbors. Mr. Dalloway, who trims his hedges with precision of a diamond cutter, wears a smile that never falters, even when he pricks his finger on a thorn. Mrs. Gable, sweeping her porch, beams with a constancy that rivals the sun. It is a relief, Miss Abernathy decides. The physical labor of unhappiness has been removed from her, leaving only this effortless, muscular joy. She's happy here, truly, so why should her face suggest otherwise? Her morning routine has become something of a ritual, slow, deliberate movements. The bathroom is tiled in sea glass green, the light softening to a pearlescent haze by the time it reaches the vanity. She stands before the oval mirror, its edges beveled and gleaming, and brushes her hair. The woman looking back at her is radiant, her eyes bright, her lips curved in that unwavering arc of contentment. Miss Abernathy sets down her brush. She smooths the collar of her blouse. She feels a profound sense of rightness, of belonging. She turns to leave the room, her gaze sliding off the reflective surface as she pivots to the door. And that is when it happens. In the fraction of a second before her eyes leave the glass completely, in that peripheral blur where details usually dissolve, the image in the mirror does not turn with her. The Miss Abernathy in the glass remains facing forward. The perfect frozen smile shatters. The reflection's jaw unhinges, dropping in an open, silent, jagged scream of absolute terror, eyes bulging wide, frantically pleading, pounding against the other side of the silver glass as if trapped in a drowning pool. Miss Abernathy spins around, her heart giving a single, confused thump. The mirror reflects only the empty bathroom behind her, the sea glass tiles, the fluffy white towels. When she steps back in front of it, her reflection appears instantly, composed and serene, the smile firmly in place, matching the sensation on her own face perfectly. As she leans in, inspecting the glass, there are no smudges, no distortions, no screams, if it was ever there at all. It must have been a trick of the light, she reasons, a shadow playing across a bevel, or perhaps a fragment of a dream she hadn't quite shaken from a nap in the eternal afternoon. After all, terror does not exist in Happy Valley. Why would a screaming reflection be a possibility? She touches her cheek, feeling the rigid, uplifted muscle. She is happy. She is smiling. Miss Abernathy switches off the light and walks into the hallway, leaving the mirror behind, though she cannot shake the faint, absurd sensation that something in the bathroom is still watching her, and it is no longer smiling. The hallway mirrors an antique piece framed in scrolling mahogany, reflecting the pastoral scenes of the wallpaper with dutiful clarity. As Miss Abernathy approaches it, her steps ring silent on the runner rug. The woman in the glass approaches to meet her with that same serene smile, the eyes vacuous and bright. Miss Abernathy turns her head sharply to the left, a movement too sudden, too violent for the gelatinous atmosphere of the house, then snaps it back to the glass. Her reflection is there, perfect, composed. She tries again, her entire body facing the coat rack, then whirls back around in a speed that makes her dizziness swim for a moment in the golden light. The reflection is waiting. The smile is identical. The timing is impeccable, calibrated to the microsecond. She does this 3 more times, snapping to and fro like a broken metronome, hunting for a fissure in the illusion, a lag in the render. But the glass only offers back a seamless continuity of her own contentment. There is no scream. There is no terror. Only the placid mask she wears mirroring the placid mask she sees. She gives up, smoothing her skirt, telling herself it is foolish. This is Happy Valley. Nerves are a relic of the old world. But as she turns away from the mirror to head toward the kitchen, the sensation strikes her between the shoulder blades. It's a physical weight, heavy and cold, contrasting sharply with the ambient warmth of the hallway. She stops. She can feel eyes on her. Not the eyes of the house, or of the benevolent gaze of Miss Thorne across the street, or the collective observation of the network. This is intimate, specific. It is a gaze that knows the shape of her spine and the hidden rhythm of her breathing. It feels burrowing, desperate, and intensely focused. She realizes with a slow dawning certainty that the uneasiness behind her grin, that the moment she turns her back on the reflective surfaces, the reflections don't disappear. They do not go dormant. They remain there, in the glass, pressed against a boundary, as if watching her. Every mirror she passes now, the decorative one on the living room, the glass in the china cabinet, the darkened window pane, they all feel like an aperture. As she looks at them, they play the game. They show her the lie. But the instant she looks away, the smile drops and the spying begins. The house is full of eyes, and they are all her own.